die. And after that, judgment. Are you ready, my friends? That if you were to die, are you ready? Are you prepared for the eternal perspective? Or are you still here in the temporal? Still here thinking about this beach and the sidewalk and going home and eating, and you never give credence how real the Word of God is, how true that God would come down to me and you. It says that Jesus, being all God, that he humbled himself, and he became a servant, and he became a man, and he walked on this earth for me and you. And it says that as Jesus became life, when Jesus came as a man here on earth, that it says that life came to men, and that life was the light of men. Nice bell. If you have that life in you, if you know what it is to be happy, if you know what it is to do a good deed, that's the very life that Jesus brought into your life. But one day, make no mistake, that when God judges the quick and the dead, when God judges all men for what they have done, when you decide to live a life away from Jesus Christ, you're separating yourself from light. You're separating yourself from life. And when you separate yourself, friends, that's what it means to be in darkness. To be in darkness is to mean that you're separated from the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords that came to men and walked among us. We beheld him. It says that the apostles, they touched him. They saw him cry. They saw him when he cried out, "If any man thirst, let him come and I will give him living water." Jesus was a real man, and historical proof has shown that Jesus is real. And when Jesus died, out of all the religions in the world, and there's many of them, there's not one religion that says that a man died and he resurrected from the dead. That's how profound the Christian Bible is. That's how profound the Holy Bible is. That of all the religions in the world, Jesus died and he rose. He said this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. And when this mortal has put on immortality, then shall the same be brought to pass. Grave, where is thy sting? Death, where is thy victory? I want to tell you, friends, it's real. One day we're going to resurrect to Jesus Christ. And God is going to ask us, my friends, what did you do with Jesus? My friends, have you heard about the gospel of Jesus Christ and how he wants to change your heart? There's no other religion, my friend. It's not about reincarnation. It's not about Buddha. Are they here to tell you that they became something quite great? Or that they have ever become exalted to become a God that's all-knowing and all-powerful? But Jesus has. Jesus is all-knowing. He's all-powerful. He's omniscient. He knows all things. And he came to you to speak to you, my friends. He came to show you a life that he wants to show you. Listen, you probably heard the verse, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever would believe in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. My friends, have you been sitting at a church and you said the prayer, but it never hit the heart? You only know it here in the mind. You only know that Jesus died for you in your mind, but have you seen a transformation in your heart? Have you now getting away from sin? Have you found yourself saying, I can no longer lie. I can no longer lust over the things of the world. Listen, if you're living for the pleasures of this life, you need to examine yourself to see if you really know Jesus Christ, to see if you're walking in the faith, because Jesus Christ will be real to you, as real as the sidewalk you're walking on, that Jesus will be alive and well in your soul. That's why you get the verse, spring up, O well. Spring up. It's Jesus that comes and makes you a new person. He kills the old man and He gives you new life. And that water begins to gush. That it compels you to preach the gospel to all men and tell them the good news. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power unto salvation to those who believe.